if you've tried something like 20 times and you tell me you're ready to actually commit to it, I believe you.
Jewel.
I'm Shereene.
Period.
Not even just, I am Shereene.
Exactly.
And that's gonna evolve.
Yes.
And that is always going to be, it's always gonna like flow.
Yeah.
Some people are just always like, yo, you just like therapize every situation. And I'm like, the reason why I'm still in therapy is because I want to learn more.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Every Day is a Yay! Y'all, we are with an all-around rock star, superstar with a beautiful heart and bright soul, creative. Okay, y'all, she is an artist. She is a manager. She's a marketing pro. She's a producer. She's a host. She does it all. And you may also know her as Upside Down Smilie. Okay, give it up, give it up, give it up. And also, she's a first-generation Malayali, period, American. All right, and she's learned how to turn fear into power and really ensure that she's embracing her creative authenticity. She is also the owner and founder of Manimala Studios. And y'all, I'm just so excited for us to dive into this. So please give it up to the amazing, the iconic, the beautiful Shereene Manimala.
I'm doing so well. We're so grateful to be here.
I'm so happy.
I wanna shout you out to all my Malayalis. She was working at that pronunciation.
Thank you.
And so to like share with your community, so Malayalis are from the southern tip of India. The state is called Kerala. And so we speak, me not that well, but we speak the language of Malayalam. And so it's the only state. It's a state that speaks this one language. And so it's been a journey for me to like accept that as my part of my identity, right? Like a lot of people will be like South Asian American, Indian American. And
But so like I have pride for my specific state.
Yeah, and it's been a journey to like get here and to feel like connected to that part of my identity. And then, so I want to also shout out the Tamil American, Tamil, hyphen, whatever.
Yeah.
So those people speak the language Tamil,
Okay.
and that's another language in India or Sri Lanka or different parts, the diasporas everywhere. And so I've been inspired by those folks who identify as Tamil hyphen whatever. And so I just want to shout them out because
I'm so glad.
it's like the underrepresented folks of the South Asian diaspora.
Yeah.
And I think many people, when they think of South Asia, when they think of India, they think of North India,
Yeah.
North Indian culture.
Yeah.
It's
very roots.
and it's a very diverse culture, and it's all over, right? Like we have Indo-Caribbean, they're like Guyanese,
That's
Trinidadian. We're all over.
You know what? The more you know, because I'm going to be like, yeah, I do all this, but I really write it.
Right, and we're gonna learn this shit
Yeah.
by having these kinds of conversations.
Exactly. Is she amazing? Oh my! Is there anything else you want to share about yourself before we dive in?
Yeah. I want to share aspiring mama.
Okay. I'm cute! Oh my goodness!
I want to share wife,
Okay, period.
daughter, auntie, kunyanti, which means like youngest, smallest. Right, my nieces and nephews actually call me kunja. And then
That's so cute.
yeah, friend. I look at like my friends as like extended family. Like I look at you as like my cousin.
Okay, cousin.
And it's beautiful to like, at this big age of 37
Period.
to like just be so grounded in my like my body,
I feel
and in
it.
myself,
Yeah.
and just, witness people
Yeah.
in their beauty, and to be a part of it.
When I tell y'all, I was telling her, there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes when you're prepping. And just your presence and the constant affirmation has made me feel like probably the most calm I've felt before filming, and even now. And I've just I hope y'all feel it through the screen. So I'm like, man.
You gotta show the earrings.
Exactly. Okay, y'all see the earrings represent
yes.
like the lemons. And y'all may also recognize her from the Everyday's Yay Season 2 launch party. She was a rock star on our panel. And I'm so excited to dive in.
Oh, and also, I wanted to kind of talk about that event.
Yeah.
I was actually definitely in my anxious vibes. And so I was reflecting on that because I felt like a lot of my answers felt very repetitive, but I feel like there was an alignment in that sense of just I needed to continue to say the similar ideas and these similar statements to share, but then for myself.
Exactly.
For myself.
Because it's you need to hear it, and you also don't know who else needed to hear it, and repeatedly. Because they may not be on the first, second, third time. You know what I'm saying? And also, now we can talk about it more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we dive in, because y'all, we're going to talk about art as rebellion. How are we redefining cultural standards? How are we redefining this industry and all of the above? Before we do that, we have a very special segment. Drum roll, please. We have the Goblet of Smile! So in this section, as you already know, you pick a question.
Yes.
Any question goes to bring a smile to you.
Okay.
And the rest to everyone else. So
2.
Oh, okay. Here, okay. There we go.
Am I reading it?
Yes,
you're good to read it.
Yes.
Okay. If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be and who would play you?
Oh my goodness.
The first person that I think of that would play me is one of my nieces.
Yes.
And then it's a comedy. It's a drama.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There's tearjerker moments.
Yes.
And then there's just what? They're so wild for doing that shit.
Yes. Oh my
And then it's just goofy.
Yes.
It's a little bit of that just goofy kind of comedy. Yes.
Oh, I could see that. I could see that so much to the point where I almost feel like mine would be very similar. Where there's that intense part, it's what happened? And I feel like there's just a lot of overlaps because we're both first gen.
Yeah.
That we experience there's just some things that just are
yeah.
we just got to go through.
And also cameos.
Yeah.
Your cameo.
I would love to be a cameo.
Easter eggs. In the back of the restaurant.
Exactly. And I could be meeting you said your niece would be playing?
One of my nieces. I have multiple. I don't know who it would be, but one of them.
But one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I don't know. It would not be my sister. I love her.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like if she had the same personality, she'd play me.
Yeah.
Because we look very similar.
Right.
But I have to actually really think.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, it's something I've been thinking about as
Yeah.
a filmmaker to create.
Yeah.
Because I also see mine as a musical kind of thing too.
Ooh, I was also thinking mockumentary a little bit.
Yeah, honestly.
They're breaking the fourth wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, we're right here. That's
Yes.
not genre and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think mine would be too much different.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more so who would play me. Because I definitely would want it to, it's going to be the whole life, right?
Yeah. Right.
So I think it's who's going to play kid me.
Yeah.
Because that would be very interesting.
Right?
But yeah.
Yeah. And then I love the idea of musical, dramatic musical scenes.
Because some things you just can't put into words,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what it's sounding like.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, so little bit, when I was a kid in middle school, I always used to be man, I am the shit.
Yeah.
And y'all just don't recognize it.
Yeah. Catch up.
Exactly, catch up. And in my mind, I would escape into music videos.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
I have a lot of that digitalized recently.
Yes.
We used to make music videos growing up.
Ooh.
Everything is a song.
Yes.
Every time I'll say a statement and it won't even be the lyrics of a song.
Yeah.
But then I'll automatically make it the tune of an existing song.
Yes. Oh, wait. Me? We're literally right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. we're gonna dive in more.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, can I ask you a question? Yes. The yellow.
Yes.
What was the decision behind yellow?
Yellow is bright, and it's happy, and it's very hard to feel sad when you think about yellow. Even if you see my nails, like yay. So that's what I wanted. I wanted people to feel warmth,
Yes.
and happiness.
Yeah.
And it's like with lemons, every day
That goes next session.
Yeah. So like, see, every day's yay is all about like every day's not always perfect, but it's about perspective.
Yes.
Every day we're awake, we're alive is a blessing. Just like with when life gives you lemons. So we kind of built off that whole saying.
Yeah.
And I've always been someone that just likes bright colors.
Yeah, me too.
You know, so that's, I mean, with Shereene.
Yellow is one of my brand colors too.
Really? Honestly, wait, no surprise.
And like pinks, but like a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, I love branding.
Yeah.
I love like visual recipe. I love, the whole picture. I love thoughtfulness for the whole picture, right? You thought about this.
Yes. And there was synergy with the team because shout out to Dolly. Dolly was like, that's why we should do like the pink tan kind of alternate because we had a previous set here. And then Tasha came up with like, oh, we should do like the lemons. And we always had this from season 1. So like, even this set is a culmination of all of our previous seasons together. And then Sonia, who is a designer who made the earrings, she made the sides. So like, this is also a reflection of how the team is aligned and lives out the brand too.
And it's all a collaboration.
It literally like, this is dream team.
That's how you get it done.
Exactly.
Not depending on just yourself.
Exactly.
And trusting people in their gift.
Exactly.
To support you.
Period.
And ask for that support.
Because Lord knows it's hard to ask for that support. So before we go deeper in, this is amazing already. Let's give it up for God. All right, girl. We could talk for hours. We could talk for days. What a little year. Okay, we can talk all day. Okay. But with that said, let's kick off with their theme, which is art as rebellion and redefining success when it comes to cultural, creative authenticity, okay, and more. When you reflect on your journey as a creative, what are some key things that stick out to you where you're like pushing back on what like the standards are, what folks' expectations are?
Yeah, I like that language of rebellion because I feel like there's just so much like negative connotation to rebellion. But I've always been a rebel.
Yeah.
Ever since I was like very young. And I think when I was younger, it definitely was perceived as a negative thing. Just like getting into trouble, getting arrested when I was 17, all that kind of stuff. Like I don't even know how I graduated high school. Very much, not the Indian girl.
Exactly. Not what you expect.
Yeah, not the typical Indian girl.
Yeah. How'd your family, when you think back growing up, like how did your family like react or were they supportive? What's that like?
Yesterday, I actually dropped off my parents to the airport because we can't ask for our parents to take Ubers.
Can we just literally?
Leaving, like going further away from the airport to pick up my parents from Naperville to bring Grace with them.
Yeah, because it's rude when you send the Uber.
Or even like being like, Dad, you get your own Uber. I know you can afford it. But one day I like brought up in the car, something I'm always pushing my parents to have these kinds of conversations, is, I have no resentment to my parents, to my older sisters, for not having the tools to support me during that time. I've shared many times that I truly, truly feel like I should have been in counseling. My dad thinks it kind of started when I was struggling in like accelerated math in junior high.
You're always putting us in accelerated.
Right. I think at one point it was a good fit for me, and then it got to a point where it wasn't. And then because I wasn't doing well, I think I started detaching from school and like more so putting my energy into my social life. But when I think about the like big thing, like the moment, I think about kind of telling my husband that you know, I love supporting you as your manager.
Yeah.
But I also need to pursue my own creativity. And and that wasn't that long ago. You know, like that was like mid-30s-ish. And, you know, I've heard from so many people, like, if you just focused on being your husband's manager full time, like, you guys can make a killing. And I'm like, you don't think I've already tried doing that?
Exactly. And what about your dreams? Even if that is part of it.
Yes.
You're here for you still. And that's how you can be the best partner.
Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to ever not be involved in my husband's artistry. I will always be.
Yeah.
But, and,
Yeah.
right? Like, and.
The and is very.
Right. And I think like when you were saying all these like roles, right? And sometimes I feel like a little bit, you know, put in a box when I have to like list out all my titles. And I know it's like the reason why you do it is for people to understand.
Yeah, but it's still sometimes, it's kind of like when we were talking about the movies and music is the filler.
Yeah.
Like, or the way to really express. Sometimes it's hard to put it into words.
Yeah.
Because it's until you kind of get to know the person, you realize, okay, this is their essence.
Yeah. I'm Shereene.
Exactly. Period. It's like, I'm Jewel.
I'm Shereene.
Period.
Not even just. I am Shereene.
Exactly.
And that's going to evolve.
Yes.
And that is always going to be, it's always going to like flow.
Yeah.
And I think that's hard for a lot of us. And it's understandable.
Yeah.
Because we're taught to like follow the steps.
Yeah.
Retire, then enjoy your life.
Exactly. Which is like, why do we have to work our asses off all our life and then retire?
Right.
And then we start enjoying our life. But that is a dated view. But it's a lot of things that like we both are first gen, and like our families come to this country, come to America because they're like, oh, it's the American dream. And the American dream, I think, at least like I think from my mom's perspective and from my dad's perspective, it was like, well, you have the bare necessities.
Yeah.
Because like in Nigeria, they'll just, you know, NEPA, like they will just turn off the lights randomly, right? So some of the basic things we have here, but also the opportunity. So they're like, even the fact that you have the opportunity to get a well-paid job, cool, you have the American dream. When we're like, but it's so much more. It's us being able to live in our purpose. You being able to be Shereene, me being able to be Jewel.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the gap is in like understanding of like, oh, like you should just be happy doing this, or you should just do one role.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's a privilege.
it is.
It's a privilege that we get to show up in this way.
Yeah.
And I was even thinking when you were speaking about your parents, I was like thinking, like, am I gonna ask her what her parents do? And the thing, no. And the thing was that I like was thinking about is my sister-in-law. She's from Mississippi.
Yeah.
And then my brother-in-law is Black.
Yeah.
And they were both reflecting back to me how, or to us, is you won't even know what people do for like a year and a half from where I'm at or my community and whatnot. And it's so interesting. I think it's like part of American society, but especially in the Midwest.
Yes.
We're like,
Talk about it.
like the second question is, what do you do?
Yeah. And I've noticed that like it's a shift in creative spaces because I'm more, even though I'm a creative person,
Yes.
very recently I've been immersing myself in like purely creative, where a lot of it was like tech with a hybrid of creative. So of course I was like, where do you work at Google, Amazon? Like name all the big ones, or if you can't, I do this. When in creative it's like, oh, I have to re-socialize myself or remind myself, okay, what you do does not define you. Because sometimes it doesn't even explain what you actually do. Most of the time it doesn't.
Language.
Exactly. So I start asking people, oh, like what gives you joy? And that kind of gives me more of a clue of, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do creative coaching. So I think that's a part of why you probably feel like this peaceful essence around me, because it's an intentional thing. You know, I really believe in creativity. I really believe in like encouraging creativity, because most of us don't have that. And then I used to always say, like, if you've tried something like 20 times and you tell me you're ready to actually commit to it, I believe you. And I have said yes to working with people before even hearing the music, before seeing their art. Because it's like, if you believe in it,
Then I believe it.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Wow. Yeah, it's like, it just feels like, and it's crazy because in this time of life,
in this season, I personally needed to hear that. Because it's that importance and being able to value someone's self-belief. Because if we think about rebellion, I feel like growing up, and not now as much because I've been very vigilant about making sure I have the right people around me and not low-key haters. Because those low-key people, they be coming very sneaky.
Right, and it can just be convenient.
It's very convenient. Is I feel like was a lot of people who were kind of pushing back on my self-belief. Because I feel like growing up, like I mentioned earlier, I always believed in myself, but in a certain way, right? Like I always had these big dreams of what I wanted to do. But like when I would vocalize it to people, they'd be like, and I think my life has been constantly pushing against that, then also filtering that to my family.
Yeah.
Because like, so I'm the oldest daughter. So like being firstborn.
Yep, that's big.
That's big.
That's big.
So there are the expectations where like I should be focusing on like a career, like a tech career, right? So fun fact, I only went into tech because I did not want to go into medicine. I wasn't going to do lawyer. Okay, first of all, I will laugh. I thought, well, I'm going to be just defending someone at the end. In a way. And the tech part was because I liked games, I liked social media. So I was like, oh, I can do this thing. Yeah. And I'm really glad that early on into like trying to pursue tech, like college and everything, I was like, okay, but I'm still a creative. So I got myself, after I like was trying to pursue it, would say like a year into my degree, because I didn't end up sticking with it.
Yeah.
Another fun fact. Once I was able to be like, who I want to get into video games and then filmmaking and stuff, I was able to really pave my own path.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I bring this full circle.
Yeah.
While still kind of keeping literally, I'm like, okay, let me continue to develop this career, but I'll have this tech as a cover-up.
Marketing for me.
Right? Okay, so with tech and marketing, right, it was a cover-up.
Yeah.
Because as the firstborn, it's like, you gotta make sure you have your ish together. And like recently, for me, it was like, so yeah, I feel like a little less than a year ago, I quit my job. I left it. And even before then, like I worked in like the corporate gaming space for a couple of years. Okay. And then I left to work for an indie space. And that was amazing because it was terrible. I was like, let me work into the startup version of this thing.
Yes.
And it taught me, I don't even like this.
Yeah.
For all the gamers out there, gaming is great. And I will always be someone that's down to help people game produce, like on the side, like an advising. But that's not my passion.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
Sometimes you have to do the wrong thing.
Exactly.
To realize what you want.
Exactly. And when it came down to the conversation with my parents, there was none. I was just like, I'm going to just do it because life is too short to not pursue. And also, honestly, every day's yay helped me because I know this is my calling.
Yeah, this is fact as well.
Is this fact?
Yeah.
And it's like, I also was like, how can I continue to be on this platform when I feel like I'm actively doing things to prevent myself from experiencing this?
Yeah, and then being of service.
Exactly.
Right. This is your purpose.
Yeah.
It's because you're serving the world with what they need.
Period. So that's why I made the decisions. And like that rebellion part is now the expectations like, oh, settle down, have a family, do everything. It's like, I'm going to prioritize what I need to prioritize.
And you know the best.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us as like children of immigrants, right? We lean on our family and friends a lot with our decisions. Like it's simple things like, what do I wear for my wedding or what do I wear for this event? And it's not like a bad thing, but it's because we haven't been encouraged to tap into ourselves because we have the most aligned decision inside of us.
Mm-hmm. We do. Our instinct is so powerful. And I feel like we're constantly pushed to not trust it.
Right. It's God.
Yeah.
It's God in you.
It's God in you. Yeah. That's the way God is speaking to you. Oh, man. Y'all, aren't you feeling this? Like, I'm like, ooh. So I'm curious about like the business side of things.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
How did you get to the point where it's like, this is my passion, I'm going to turn into a business? Because you've been like building your own empire for a while. Like, how did you make that transition? Yeah.
Yeah. I say like I lived a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Right. So like I was working a corporate job on the side. I was a wedding planner. I quit my job 6 years ago to be a full-time wedding planner. And I was able to flow into like just kind of get into that business because my husband's a DJ.
Okay.
And
so it blended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I was working for his business, and then I created my own business.
Yeah.
And then like a year later, we changed the business name to iLLEST Inc.
Okay.
And so then it was like, okay, we're working together.
Yeah.
And then I was doing a lot of like, like random shit. And not random shit, like event production for different agencies. And I started doing creative coaching, and there's a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
Which is
that's it random. This is like all aligned.
Yeah.
It's just different pieces.
It's just like this, right? That's how I hear it.
I'm curious about the creative coaching part.
Yeah.
How do you define it too?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if there was, I'm sure there's others, but I couldn't find examples, but it was a process of like identifying what it was that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably have this desire, maybe you're like this idea of life coaching. And so creative coaching to me was because everyone that I loved came to me with their creative ideas because they know I'm going to be hyped. They know that I'm resourceful. So I'm going to be like, this is what you should do. You should connect with this person. Da, 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 da. And so then it was just like, okay, maybe I can make this a career.
Yeah.
And then it just felt so alone. I'm not like a solopreneur kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And so at the same time, me and my brother have always created together. He's my longest creative partner. Like we've done even like we would like choreograph like goofy music video.
Okay, so you do the music videos with your sibling?
Yeah. So he's 7 years younger than me, Luke. And then the one that's older than me is Celine. She's 7 years older than me. And then my oldest sister, Susan, is 10 years older than me. So Susan and Luke are 17 years apart. And I think like how you said you're the oldest daughter.
Yeah.
It's like the order and like the age gap I think is very, very important.
It is.
To kind of understand someone.
Yeah.
And the third, I was the baby for a hot minute, and then I had two older sisters that were just like, they got a different version of my parents than I did.
Yeah, that's how I feel with my sister. The way my sister can fly by things, I'm like, oh,
right. And
but you got the American version. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and they can create some resentments. Yes. But then it's just like just accepting your parents as like adults that are learning and doing and kind of figure out how to be a parent. You kind of figure out life and try and navigate all these different parts of their lives that now we're trying to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot what the question was.
Well, I would think I was talking about how did you create the business side, but you did answer it.
Yeah. Okay, Manimala Studio.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's get to that.
So
right. See, this is all aligned. So the journey.
So Manimala Studio, I created with my brother.
Yeah.
And it was, he's a designer. He was a mechanical engineer, and I remember when he called me his junior year and was like, I don't want to do this. I want to be a designer. And I'm like, let's just finish it. Just
at this point, like, just get it so you have it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he worked as an engineer for a while, and then he became a UX designer. And then we were just like, okay, this feels like aligned. Let's make it happen. And so we did that for like, I was kind of focused on that for a hot second while also doing my own like artistry stuff. Yeah. And so how I look at it is like family is like an organization.
Yeah.
Right. And so I love working with family.
That's so beautiful.
And I've been able to have like my nieces and my nephew start like working on stuff with us, filming BTS and then like doing choreography for my music video last year and being able to pay them because I want them to know that creativity can pay.
You can have a full life business.
Yeah.
And creativity.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think as leaders, we need to set that example, especially with family, especially, she's 16 now. So last year she was 15, which she also she just did a breakdancing battle in Venice Beach, and she had all expense paid trip by Red Bull.
Wait.
Last night, youngest competitor.
What? Is your niece?
This is my niece. I'm going to send you the videos.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll show them. We're going to show them.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And all at 16?
Yeah, and I want them to know. I want them to know that they can do whatever they
want.
right? Because like we didn't get that.
You're a cool auntie, like for real.
Yeah, man, I want them. And earlier in the day when I saw her, she was wearing my husband's merch, and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, if people don't know who DJ iLLEST is, they're so cute, and like they take our hand me down, then they're like, you guys have cool clothes."
It's funny. I do hand me ups because my sister's taller than me. Just sit down.
Yeah, I like that hand me up.
I know, girl. I came to accept it, like, you know, when the doctor tells you you're done growing.
Yeah.
And you know, the oldest person, I don't know if it's the same for you, but the oldest sibling tends to be the shortest one.
Interesting.
Is that not the same for you?
I think so. I think my oldest sister might be a little bit shorter than me.
Okay.
Or maybe we're like similar height. Yeah, like it's hard to tell. It's been so close.
Yeah, no, mine's a gap. Like I say 5'7" because I'm pretty much 5'6". My sister's 5'10".
You know what's funny is I didn't expect you to be so tall. Well, in comparison to me, I feel like you're tall. I don't know why. It was weird. Isn't that weird? Like when you just get someone on social media, you're in this frame.
Exactly. So you don't really see like their
curiosity. Yeah. And then sometimes like with work, you only see this, and you're like,
oh, it's like she got legs.
oh, she's not just a torso.
That's hilarious.
How are we doing on her slit though? Is she okay?
So let me do a little quick break. Well, not break. I'm just gonna tell y'all anyways. I love this dress, okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is totally like Shereene vibes. Like very artsy, very flowy. But let me tell you, like the slits on here, they just make it very tricky. And you know, we're here to give a show, but you know, not that kind of show. Like,
Yeah, we were talking about her Nigerian parents.
and they don't need to see this. Because you know what's the funny thing? And I think that's the beautiful thing about our cultures, right? There's our family here, and then there's our family abroad, back at home. And social media,
Yes.
the beauty of it is it connects everyone.
For sure.
Which is another, I don't want to say it's not a downside. It's
Challenge.
It's just challenge. Because I post something on my story.
Yeah.
All my aunties and uncles have seen it. They're already texting my mom. That's how my mom found out how clean the house is. And she's like, wow, Auntie Malobi just told me. And I looked at it. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, everything gets out quick.
Yeah. It was like an opportunity.
Yeah.
An opportunity. Oh, you know what I was thinking about? I just went to this event called Creative Mornings.
Okay, tell me more.
And it's all about like celebrating creativity and like recognizing that everyone is creative. It's like at 8:30 in the morning on a Friday every month. And the speaker was talking about decolonizing advertising. And one thing she talked about was code switching, which I'm sure you're very, very familiar with code switching.
It's innate that you don't even realize you're doing
For
it.
sure, I was definitely doing that. And as I just came back into the corporate world, that was something that I was just like so adamant about. And it's still challenging.
Yeah.
It's still challenging to like just speak like I'm speaking right now.
Exactly.
And also, not playing small.
Yeah.
Because I feel like those kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I gotta change who I am. I gotta put a mask on. And I gotta play small because if I take up too much space, that's kind of what I was thinking about like my monster truck.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. Because Dolly saw you pull up. Y'all, she drives a monster truck. She drives a monster truck. And it's like amazing because it's like you a monster. You a beast.
I'm a beast.
You're a
I'm a
beast.
beast. I get into beast mode.
Period.
And there's nothing wrong with as a woman
Exactly.
to like take up space.
Yeah.
And it's funny because my husband put these massive tires on it, and you know what I mean?
I didn't see it.
And I didn't like it at first, or I just was like resistant to it because I'm just like a frugal little girl, yeah. And I'm like, why are you spending all this unnecessary money on the car, right? But like now I feel so much more comfortable and so like elevated, and like I just take up so much space, and I feel like that's just like a part of the creative journey is like learning. And then as children of immigrants, like, you know, we're trying to fly by.
Yeah.
Right?
We're just trying to like get through because that's the American dream.
Right.
Just exists in America.
Right.
Where it's like, no, you have to take space. So like I'm curious about the mind because you talk a lot about like the power of the mind. And then you do your lives where it's like meditation. Well, remind me like what the phrasing is.
Yeah, movement meditation for the artist.
Movement meditation for the artist.
And so I've been going live with the audio playing in the background.
Yeah.
We're working on getting a release. It was a collab project with one of my friends, Khalid V.
Okay, nice.
And so hopefully, it gets shared at some point on streaming platforms.
Yeah, well, I'll see it.
Yes. And so that was actually something I was like reflecting on as I was like getting in the car today. Is like I've done other podcasts, right?
Yeah.
And so I always want, to think and be intentional and thoughtful about what I share.
Yes.
And so that when I look back at this years later, I feel like a sense of pride. And I've never had the moment where and I do this a lot. It's like a manifestation, like you did that shit, girl. And I look back at like my old videos. We talked about me having a talk show as well. It's called Upside Down Smilie show. I watched my videos when I did.
It was called Upside Down Smilie, which goes okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Also, I had the YouTube show, and it was like podcast audio as well.
Yeah.
And
you're the similar to the
similar idea. And then I also have been on other people's podcasts, right? And so I'll re-listen to them, especially when I'm down, to be like, you are that girl. You are that girl. And so I was thinking about, do I want to share the diagnosis?
Yeah.
Do I want to share that? And I do want this to be like a moment because now I've been on meds for 2 months.
Yes.
And so the diagnosis is bipolar depression. And it's been a journey to get here because it was depression for a long time. Yeah. And so the bipolar part was like, I get like really hype.
Yeah.
And I kind of get like lost in the hype. And I feel like
it's extreme.
It's like I get addicted to the hype. And so then when it's like the downs are just so hard to manage because it's like the biggest compliment I get from people is your energy. Your energy is so magnetic. Yes. Your energy is just so big. And
when I first met you, I'm like, that's what I felt too.
Yeah. And so then it's just like, okay, so then if I don't have that energy, then I ain't shit. Right? And so that was just like it's been about like 4 years that I've been in therapy on a regular basis. And then just recently 2 months being on this medication. And I've taken medication before and it would just be like a 3-month stint. I'm like, I felt good. And so like,
it ever helped you?
Like, it did. And so that's what I was just like, I'm good. And then my psych provider right now, I was just like, so what do you see? How long do you see? And she was like, a year. And I'm like, okay.
Let's do it.
And so with the mind trait makes like it plays tricks on you.
In so many tricks.
Yeah.
And they're powerful tricks.
Yeah.
I feel like we have more power to sabotage ourselves than other people.
Yeah.
What do you do to try to because like even knowing now like bipolar depression is the diagnosis, how do you continue to give yourself comfort though that doesn't stop you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been having
Shereene.
Yeah, I've been having this conversation a lot about like it's my superpower.
Yeah.
It's my superpower. So yes, like I have the really big moments, the high energy, and then I get like really low sometimes, right? And so like how do we manage it, right? So it's not like a roller coaster, but it may, it's just a wave.
That way it's not too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then like notice the behavior, the choices that I make when I'm in those places, and just like no judgment, right? Like one thing that my therapist told me is like, you always have a choice.
Yeah.
Even when it feels like you don't have a choice, you always do have a choice. And sometimes the most aligned choice is very, very hard to make.
Yeah.
And so it's okay. It's okay if you make the like less aligned, less helpful choice, but you got to come to terms that you made that choice.
Whew. Okay, y'all, I hope y'all are hearing that. I hope y'all are hearing that because I personally, when it's like making that most aligned choice is typically the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I think it's also because there's so much unlearning that has to do with it.
Yeah.
So much letting go of people's expectations. Like when you talked about how it felt like you were kind of centering your value and like, oh, people see you as the high energy.
Yeah.
So when I'm not there, like, what is my value?
Yeah.
That kind of goes back to like going back into what is aligned for you. Because for me personally, I'm like, no, I've always been a creative. That's it. And that it's not even like that's it, right? but like I never cared about this tech stuff or whatever stuff. But it was something that was always like ingrained because that's what gives you value in this society. Exactly. And it's just like, yeah, even though it's the hardest thing, it's the most rewarding thing.
Yeah. I feel like when people ask me what my purpose is, I feel like I think everyone's purpose is just to be themselves. I hate your percent. And so that when you're yourself, you inspire others to be themselves. You show up for your creative, or you know what it is, whatever your purpose is, you show up for it, right? Because you're just in tune with what God, has already planned for you.
Yeah.
And then you just like, it's a journey, sometimes you get lost. And then we got to tune back in.
Exactly.
Right? And then sometimes you just got to be reminded that like, okay, last time, maybe I was like, ignoring what my like internal self, aka God, had been communicating to me. So clearly, let's get back in. Let's get back in.
Let's roll it back in. So we're getting towards the end. That's so sad. What the heck? I feel like that's like 2 minutes. We just some other context, right? We have been trying to never hung out, and we're like, dang, and like this is just. We need to get this talk so with her. Sleepover. Literally. Literally, was we wrapped the table? Okay. Yeah. Period. So I guess so a couple of things to like close out.
Yeah.
What kind of, we actually kind of talk about purpose. So I won't even go into legacy because I feel like the purpose is you want to make sure you stay you. What advice do you have creatives that are really trying to just get a power or really gain control of their mind? And really like, how do you like want to talk to creatives about embracing their authenticity?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's like a loaded question.
Yeah. And then it's like, I just did it. Right?
Exactly. True.
Just take a deep breath.
That part.
You have this ability to breathe.
Yeah.
You're here. You're alive.
Period.
Let's just start there. When it feels hard, couple deep breaths maybe.
Yeah.
And then I think when you ground, when you get more connected with your breath, when you get more connected with your body, then it's just like, okay, next step. Just start with one thing.
Yeah.
Just take a couple of deep breaths. And then it just doesn't feel as scary. It doesn't feel as serious. I'm alive. Whatever the situation is, you're alive.
Period.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Period. Give it up for Shereene. So many jabs. So what's next for you, Queen?
So the song I'm working on right now is titled I Am an Artist. And so it's like coming into that, like we're going to claim it. We're going to do it.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to release it with a big event.
Yes.
And that's how we do.
We'll be there.
You will be there. Yeah. Yes. And on the way here, I was texting my closest people and was like, morning, can I make a request?
Yeah.
Can you help support me with accountability?
Yeah.
That I do my first art show.
Okay.
And release the song I Am an Artist.
Okay.
And help me with the anxiety that I may have that I can't do it.
Okay.
Literally on the way here, and I was starting to like get choked up about it. Because even though I seem like very confident and I seem very confident in my vulnerability, it's still a challenge.
Yeah.
To ask for help again.
Yeah.
That I need help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing sometimes. It's just to recognize it and then actually ask it.
And then I was reflecting on how many people I was able to text that to. And like how many people I know have my back.
Yeah. Well, I'll be texting you too, girl. Be like, did you do? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So question, we are on every day is the yay. How do you find the yay in your everyday?
Acknowledging all the blessings.
Yeah.
And the journey. and being reminded that all the mistakes, all the failures, all that was necessary, right? Because all of it had to happen for you to be where you're at right now in this moment. And so that acceptance, that radical acceptance,
Period.
right? Like, some people are just always like, yo, you just like therapize every situation. And I'm like, the reason why I'm still in therapy is because I want to learn more.
Yeah.
I love it. I love learning about the mind. I love learning about like those skill sets that we get to continue to learn, through people that commit their lives. That's some God's work.
For real. Radical acceptance. What a wow term. The gems are so good that they're like, oh, like they're coming in here. Okay, period. How do we support you, girl?
How you support me? Be yourself. That's how you support me, because then you show up in the world more so like just, in yourself, in your body, right? And then there's a ripple effect, right? And somehow, some way it's going to impact my life. It's going to support me. And then, reach out to me. Send me a DM at Shereene.Manimala. And, send me a video DM or a voice memo. We can continue to create connection, create community here in Chicago that's supportive, creative connection. And there's no competition, because there is space for all of us.
Yes. Please remember that there is space for all of us.
You.
Wow. Y'all, give it up again for Shereene. Wow. There's just a wave of peace in this room, in this presence. And just thank you for being you.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for reminding us that we can take up space, that we can love ourselves. And you said radical acceptance. Wow, y'all. Wow. All right. Well, y'all, thank you for tuning in, Gay Nation. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of Every Day is Yay. And remember, you have the power to make every day a yay!